Alright, Panther fans, finally back home. A game that starts at the normal, regular time. There might be a tropical storm or a hurricane coming. The Panthers aren't going to give you a refund if you're not willing to drive through the floods to get to the game. Well done, Panthers. Other than that, Spencer Knight's in net. And like I said in my previous video, I'm not throwing Bobrovsky under the bus yet. But when you look at the numbers, it's kind of not close, especially in the goals against department. Small sample size. Bob has not been good. Spencer's been good enough. So that's what we're going to go with. Like I said, if I have to win a game, right now I'm rolling with Spencer Knight, but it's a long season. Heponiemi is going to draw back into the lineup at least for one more game as Tkachuk finishes the second game of his suspension. And then it looks like possibly Aaron Ekblad could come back on Saturday. I'm so lost in terms of what we're going to do with the cap. I just, when it comes out and they tell us what they're going to do and who's the skaters and who's, that's when I'll believe it. I have no idea if we're going to have to move other guys. I know we'll have to send Heponiemi back. But I'm pretty sure because we signed Stahl to that contract, that will be over when Ekblad comes back. But then Hornqvist is still not ready to go yet either. So maybe that's going to be an option. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. So what do we got to do? We got to start winning some games. This is a nice homestand. We've got some tough games coming up here, including, we got tonight, we got the Canes, we got Calgary coming up here in a little bit. So we've got some games that we need to start getting on a little bit of a win streak here, all right? Give me 2 or 3 in a row. Calm the fan base down a little bit. I've seen a little bit of panicking, right? Even the hockey guy went and made a video about our slow start. Too bad he didn't watch my season preview, or he wouldn't have had to make that video. He would have already known that this was exactly what was going to happen. 5-4 Panthers. Yeah, 5-4 Panthers. That looks good. Spencer Knight does well enough, but not so well that you don't want to put Bob back out there next time. All right, guys. Let's get to. All right, so 2 points. That's what I've got. So if you're wondering what happened to the rest of the video, the way that we do things is we have an hour pregame live stream, and then we stream throughout the game. About 15 minutes before the game starts, I eat my dinner. Kyle takes over the stream so I can eat. And that's been going fine until last night when I got food poisoning with my dinner. So I made it through. I saw the Cousins goal, and even by then, I was just like, I was not in a good way. Let's just put it that way. If you've ever had food poisoning, and this really hit me in my head bad, I'm functional this morning, but that's about it. So Panthers, they get the win 3-0. Spencer Knight. Now I'm going to do something that some of you might not like. I'm going to complain about Spencer Knight and say not quite yet. You can't knock the shutout. I'm not knocking the shutout. I obviously only watched the highlights after the first period, so I don't know. I saw him make some really nice saves. 2 of those really nice saves are when he lost the puck from mishandling it behind the net. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Didn't cost us, but he's done that from time to time where he loses the puck behind the net and he rushes back in front of the net and makes the save. I wish we could get that issue fixed with him, because other than that, I think the kid, he's closing in on being ready, right? And maybe more playing time will do that. So I'm not taking anything away from a shutout is a shutout is a shutout, and I'm glad to see it. On the other hand, I don't feel good, number one. But number two, I wasn't ready. I'm not ready to do this with the Bob versus Spencer Knight thing, right? It's too soon. It's too early in the year. But I think we're getting close to having to have that conversation. Not yet. We're going to have to throw Bobrovsky back out there at some point and see how he does. We don't play again until Saturday, and then we don't play again until Tuesday. That's a long time for Bobrovsky to sit. So I'm torn. You don't want Bob to sit for too long, but boy, Spencer's obviously earned another start, and he usually does well in those Saturday afternoon games, which I think the next 2 Saturdays in early games are at 4 for some reason. Um, Barkov looks like he's woken up from his slumber. That's good. Coach finally figured out that Lundell goes with Reinhardt, and wouldn't you know it, we had a lot of breakaways last night from what I saw. Shot placement is still not great, especially in some of these breakaways. I know, the guys felt like they were pressed for time a little bit. I think Lomberg might have had a little bit more time if he could have made one more move. But look, a shutout is a shutout and a win is a win. Defensively, if this is how it was meant to be, okay, what you saw last night with the 4 lines and the defense just playing well. I mean, obviously they still had, 39, 40 shots. So it wasn't a complete shutdown. Jeez, I'm struggling. Expect more nights like this, okay? You're going to see 2-1, 3-2s. And the idea is to get the timely scoring from your big guys like Barkov, etc., to give you the wins in those games. So it's a good way to start the homestand. Sucks for me, man. That's the game I miss, right? Kyle took over the stream, and from what I hear, he did a magnificent job. I was upstairs. I just face planted into the bed because as long as I stayed horizontal, as long as I stayed laying down and I didn't move, I was okay. I pretty much fell asleep, but I did hear him call the Barkov power play goal, so that was good. That woke me up. That's how far his voice carries, because he's downstairs in the basement and I'm upstairs all the way at the other end of the house. So I appreciate everybody that stayed on the stream for him last night. Everybody, I think I heard him saying some people gave super chats. I haven't even opened up the laptop to look at the stream, but genuinely, I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate everybody that stayed on with Kyle, because it's good for him, and it takes a little bit of pressure off of me if something happens like last night. I don't feel like I need to go to the hospital. I'm getting better. Karen's a nurse. My girlfriend's a nurse, and we have something for everything. Okay, she literally has a bottle of what it's specifically for salmonella. It's a virus that's actually a good virus for your body that kills salmonella. So I took that, and holy hell, in a handbasket did that give me a headache, but it was from the die-off of the salmonella. So I ain't gonna die. I might feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna sleep today. Usually I have my NFL picks video out today. I'm probably not going to be able to get that out today. I probably have to wait for tomorrow. I kind of want to take it easy. Stu is back from Israel, but his sleep schedule's so screwed up. He was on the stream for 5 minutes last night. I haven't heard from him since. So he was short a lot of sleep. So I don't think there will be a review for this game up either. Hopefully by Saturday, I'm better, Stu's got to sleep, and we can get back to the normal, usual thing that we do. I felt fine last night. I was rocking and rolling. The stream was going good. And within 5 minutes, I don't even think it took 5 minutes after I was done eating, I started getting a headache. Kyle said I looked flush, and I was getting all pale and weak. I was just like a zombie. It hit me bad. So I'm all right. Panthers get 2 points. And show goes on. Matthias is awake. He's walking around. I got to get him his breakfast. So, the plan is Saturday we will finally be back to the full normal routine. This is killing me. Missing hockey, missing recaps, I'm missing the stream. I'm just absolutely beside myself. So, everybody put the good juju out there for Saturday, that whatever this energy is that keeps screwing me with me will just enough. I missed a week basically here now, all right? So kaputs to that. And I don't even want to look at Twitter. Because if people are fighting over whether it's Bob or Spencer, I just don't have the energy for it right now. So 2 points.